Hello and welcome to the BE1-FLEX video series. Today we're going to be talking about the advanced versus general capabilities of the BE1-FLEX. With the BE1-FLEX, it was important for Basler to take a step back and make sure that as we create more and more functionality in digital products, that we also make it easier for the general user. So we took this advanced concept and applied it to a number of places in the settings file. Also applied it to a number of places on the HMI and other places that we'll get into in other videos. So right off the bat, you see that our settings explorer is condensed. So it only has a handful of folders and they're very specific to what they get into. The user is generally going to walk through them sequentially. When you get down into communications, that's extracted and put on the bottom of the list because that's typically something that's on the side of a general protective function. And finally, under the advanced folder, you see things that are not advanced functions, but the necessity to change those settings is oftentimes not going to be needed for most users. Targets, for instance, as you can see, are automatically enabled by default. Similarly, with a lot of alarms and sequence events, load profiling and fault recording is going to be automatically set up automatically, and users don't have to touch those settings. If I click the word protection, I can see a couple tabs across the top that I've already opened, and similar to any BESTlogicPlus BE1-FLEX implementation, I can use those tabs or I can access the information from the left side if I haven't opened that window yet. So if I go into that under voltage element and look towards the bottom, for instance, I'm going to see a button called Show Advanced. With the 27, for instance, the advanced functionality is going to be showing you the table curves and the inverse curve capabilities of that 27 under voltage element. Table curves are not something that most under voltage elements are applied for, but we can certainly do so and offer that functionality for those more advanced applications. So if I check or uncheck that, it shows that. If I scroll over next to the 50 element, which is an instantaneous overcurrent, again, if I show that advanced, I see some things at the bottom, second and fifth harmonic inhibit, as well as fail-safe directionality. Fail-safe directionality will default the function to forward or reverse based upon a condition if it cannot adequately determine directionality. When I get into the 51, it's going to be very similar. I'm going to see that fail-safe directionality. And the advanced capabilities goes beyond just the protective functions themselves. As I look in my directional control section, which is under my power system type information, there's a show advanced settings. And this advanced is going to show me my load encroachment settings. Load encroachment settings are not used in numerous protective relay applications, so we put that setting under advanced, make it available for anybody that wants to use it, but again, hiding it for that general user so they don't have that question mark of whether that setting is something that's required for the device. When I move into my logic, I take this basic and advanced and I apply it graphically and visually. So you see that if I pull out that instantaneous overcurrent, the function block is very condensed. There's just a trip output and a block input, which is what most people will commonly use those functions for. On a 51 element, if I click the little arrow, it will expand and it'll show me the pickup bit. If I click the 50, then it shows me other possible hidden functions, such as a second and fifth harmonic inhibit that were under the advanced settings in the other screen. So this concept follows throughout lots of places in the BE1-FLEX settings. And again, the idea is to be able to condense and show everything that general user needs to see, make sure that walkthrough is as clean as possible, yet provide the advanced functionality and capability for the advanced user.